What is up, guys? We're here with the man, the myth, the legend, somebody you probably see all over our Twitter all the time. Mr. Nathan Dressler, one of the coolest people to ever come through Default Kings. Nathan, how are we doing, brother?
I'm blessed. I'm blessed.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely, man. Looking good, feeling good. You got a baby on the way. You seem like the one of the happiest men alive right now.
I try, man. I mean, obviously, you present like your best self to social media. Like nobody's life is perfect, but like I'm very very content.
Awesome, bro. Awesome, man. So, dude, to start this thing off, just tell the people about your physical transformation that you've undergone at Default Kings.
Man, been a complete transformation. Before Default Kings, I was a pretty in shape person. Like I was powerlifting and I was very strong. I was in the gym all the time, active. I played sports, but I just couldn't look the way I wanted to. I was just holding on to more body fat than I wanted to be holding on to. I didn't feel comfortable with my skin. Like I didn't like taking my shirt off. I didn't like going outside without my shirt off. Like picking out my clothes, I was a lot more careful because I was like, oh man, does this look good? But now I feel great. Like I feel like I look the best that I've ever looked in my whole life. So it's really been a 180 for me since December.
Dude, that's awesome, bro. That makes me happy to hear, brother. So, how much actual total weight have you lost since starting with us?
Since starting, just over 30 pounds.
Wow.
So from 245 right when we started to hovering around like 213 to 217, depending on
Mhm.
uh, how much water I'm retaining.
Yeah. Yeah, dude, that's awesome, bro. That's awesome. Yeah, you're looking like an absolute just beast walking around the beach right now at 217. Looking good, man. So walk me through kind of the process of before starting with us. What were you actually struggling with? Like what was holding you back from reaching that body weight?
I think the biggest thing was like nailing down exactly what I needed to do and then working towards that. So, like, I knew I needed to eat healthier and eat a certain amount of calories. Like, I understood kind of the basics of weight loss, weight gain, maintaining, but I really didn't have a direction for myself.
Mhm.
So, I was kind of just like floating, like working out, like, all right, this is enough to like get me by, keep me where I'm at. But I just didn't really have a direction on how to get better. I needed a little bit of little more of a strict regimen, if that
Mhm.
makes sense, for myself.
Yeah. Yeah, because I remember like seeing some videos even from when before you joined and you've already been really big into training and being in the gym and obviously coming from the Navy, right? Like just exercise and being strong is kind of already part of who you were.
Hmm.
So it was interesting to see you go from somebody who was already in the gym training really strong to finally dialing it in to get down to that peak physical condition.
Yeah, it's definitely been interesting because like I said, I was doing powerlifting before,
Mhm.
and I tried squatting heavy the other day, and I've definitely lost that a little bit, not because of uh, default kings, but just because like it's not a part of my goals right now. So
Yeah.
it's definitely humbling going from hitting like PR all time PRs for myself, and then now you know struggling to do what's heavy for
Mhm.
myself.
Mhm. Yeah, yeah, 100%, right? You had that kind of shift in your goals, but
Mm.
dude, it's been awesome to see you go from in the gym training and not being dialed in to totally dialed in and reaching your new goals. I love that, bro. So what about what we did actually helped you solve like that specific problem of being able to dial things in?
I think the first segment of the program, like where you kind of reshape your mind, your habits, was really impactful for me because I kind of had to sit down and reflect on like, hey, what's going wrong for me, and then like how do I fix it? So like I had the opportunity to reflect while I was also getting like training with Alex and
Mhm.
getting the rest. Like I had access to the rest of the program, but I was also in the middle of like reflecting. So doing those things simultaneously kind of created, you know, default actions
Mhm. Mhm.
for
Dude, I
myself.
love that. What about what when before you were joined, had you tried anything to try to create those default actions before joining?
Yeah. So like I tried tracking calories. I tried like figuring out like hitting my protein and like adding more cardio, taking away cardio, lifting heavier weights. So I tried a lot of different things, and then Default Kings really helped me. Just it helped me like put them together like a puzzle. Like I had all the pieces accessible to me. I'm like, okay, I know what's going on, and then like it was like, hey, like you gave me the instructions to put it together.
Mhm. Mhm. Why do you think this was able to help you kind of glue all those pieces of information together and it was kind of, jumbled around before?
I think it just lays it out really simply. Like I feel like everything like it's very carefully set up, so you do everything in a specific order that sets you up for success. So you don't get everything thrown at you at once. You have 12 weeks of videos and
Mhm.
like instructions. It's like, hey, take it one week at a time, and then by week 12 you're doing it all by yourself at that point. Then it's just trying to
Set you up for
Your
set you
audio quality
up.
just became 900% better just instantly.
Are we good?
Yeah, we're good.
Okay. Sorry about that. I don't know if you can cut that out, but
No
my
worries. We'll keep it in, dude. We'll keep it rolling.
my whole system just took a reboot. So
Nice.
um but yeah. So basically by the end of the 12 weeks, you're doing everything on your own. So you're set up after 12 weeks of taking small bites.
Mhm. Mhm. Just kind of like that step by step process. Like, here
Yep.
is exactly what to do. By the end of it, it's all just flowing as a smooth, well oiled machine, right?
Absolutely.
Love that, man. So, other than the physical, what do you feel like the overall impact of working with us has been for you?
I feel like it's definitely helped me reflect on like my entire life, I guess. So like my relationship with my wife,
Mhm.
my relationship with my coworkers, just like my relationship with food and the gym, is all become a lot more healthy. And like if something is going wrong, it allows me to reflect back on myself. I'm like, hey, am I the problem or is there an external problem? And then break it down and I can kind of deal with it from
Mhm.
there. And the daily calls have really been huge because I've got insight from people who are going through similar things or things that I haven't really been through, but I may go through, and then I get some of their insight on it. And then talking with Alex and Chris and you and Joey has all been really really huge.
Dude, I love that. I love how you're kind of taking some of the lessons and then applying them to other relationships in life, your relationship with food, obviously, and just your overall mindset. How do you expect those lessons to impact those other areas of your life?
That's a good question. Again, I think it's just like being able to um, reflect and kind of like take everything that sorry, I'm trying to uh can you ask that again? I'm trying to figure
Yeah.
out the best way
Yeah,
to
dude. So like
attack
what I'm
that.
kind of curious about is how do you expect the lessons that you've learned to help the other areas of your life progress as well? Because obviously, physically, like you are just on this war path, right?
Yeah.
You're becoming a machine, and I'm curious to how you see other relationships or your career or other things move forward as well because of some of the lessons you learned.
Yeah, I think taking them with intentionality is kind of what I've got the most out of this. So like being intentional with the gym and intentional with food is kind of like what I've got. But then, if you turn that around and like be intentional with work, so like being intentional with everything in your life will definitely is definitely what I've kind of gleaned from it and am um starting to do.
Yeah, dude, that's powerful, dude. Because I feel like so many guys, especially nowadays, are just kind of floating through life in all areas, right? And there's even guys who may be intentional with their careers and their families, but they're just floating through with their health and fitness, and they finally put some attention towards it. So it's cool to see that you're adopting that mindset of continuing to grow 1% every day, 1% better every day, not just in, your fitness, but in your marriage, in your soon to be relationship with your amazing child who's on the way, and just everything else, man. That it makes me feel good because I see everything else, growing in the future.
Absolutely.
Heck yeah, bro. Awesome, dude. Well, if there is anybody listening to this right now who resonates with where you're at, resonates with your story, what would you tell them as to why they should take action and make a change in their life?
Yeah. So if you, are somebody who's been really active and like feel like you have a lot of the pieces, the knowledge to get it done, but you just need that extra little bit um, to really push yourself to get to exactly where you want to be and then set yourself up long term. I really can't recommend this program enough. Like it's changed me physically, in my relationship, how I approach work, how I approach the gym. So yeah, it's really been huge. Even though I thought I knew what I was doing, like it's really opened up a lot of doors.
Okay, man, dude. Thank you so much, man. We're so freaking proud of you. It seems like your name comes up in our team meetings almost daily, just for how awesome your progress has been and how intentional you've been, and just how excited we are to see you apply these things and continue to grow in every single area of your life. We know you're going to be an amazing dad and just an amazing leader of your family in the near future here, man. So we're so honored to have been part of that for you, man. We love you, brother.
I appreciate you. Love you.
Heck yeah, man. Thank you so much.